Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and we are back with another reading through What's Your Aura. Okay, and thank you so much for tuning in, subscribers, new listeners, returning listeners, Soul Tribe Collective. Happy Sabbath day to you. Again, sending great love and collective hug to you this morning. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 8:17 a.m.
Okay. That's almost a day. That's a week from today, 8/17. So maybe something's happening in a week. Okay. Also, I did not post the Book of Jubilees yesterday, but I did just upload the 15th reading, 14th or 15th reading of the Book of Jubilees. And one of the interesting things that I got during that reading was the changes in the marked timeline shifts in different dispensations. And so that's very, very, very interesting. Again, that was just a download that I received as I was talking, and I shared that with the collective and the karmics, if they're listening. They are in that newest upload. Okay, so we are in chapter 5 of What's Your Aura and Understanding Your Energetic Signature, and we are on auras and mental health and well-being. How you've been able to, and this is chapter 5, there might be something about fives or 5. Okay, how you've been able to cope with all you have gone through in this life takes on a powerful and new perspective when viewed through the lens of your aura. I was just thinking about that before, while I was waiting for the Book of Jubilees to upload. I was just thinking about how collective, Soul Tribe Collective, we are the very example of we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And I was thinking about my journey this lifetime. And I was thinking about how it is a great depiction of we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay? All of the witchcraft, all of the rare autoimmune virus, the sperm donor, the father who took my first wife and my daughter from me while I was serving our country overseas because he was a polygamist. I think about all of these things. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and the evil darkness of this world is what we wrestle against, okay? People wonder, man, why does this suck? Man, why does that? Man, why does my life keep going this way? Why does this? Because you're not paying attention. You wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay, so you might be best friends with someone who's doing witchcraft against you. You wrestle not against flesh and blood. It might be a sibling. It might be a parent such as myself and siblings. It could be an aunt, an uncle. It could be the person you work for, your employer. It could be, again, a coworker. It could be your employee. It could be, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So while we're sitting here constantly jamming our pinky toe against the corner of the cabinet and wondering what the hell is going on, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay? These are demonic forces, entities, evil warlocks, witchcraft workers, okay, witches. There are good witches and bad witches. There are high vibrational Anunnaki, and there are the Anunnaki who came here with the Nephilim and the Watchers, who showed everybody fornication, adultery, polygamy, homosexuality, and lesbianism. They showed them these things and decrepitated a people. Is that a word? Decrepitated a people. Esoterically it is. Decrepitated a people. Okay? That is what we are up against. It's not the man. for all you power to the black people. It's not, we're not up against the man. The man is the one who has the demonic entity upon them that have created the systems, systemic racism, that have created the systems, the television programs, the systems, the school systems, the Vatican and the Catholic Church, the systems, all religions are bad, that keep us in the darkness. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay? So this very first sentence here, it just really just confirms that. Okay? So our perspective, when viewed through the lens of our aura, it changes, and you realize the demonic forces that you are up against and how you can go about rectifying those situations, whether that's bringing those things to an end or healing those things, whatever those things are. Okay? You have successfully navigated your way here today, and regardless of how well you think you did, the universe sees your course as brilliant. You have consciously come to this very moment ready to see yourself authentically and take the next steps to level up your energy. Part of that journey is understanding that you aren't here to just survive life, but thrive in every way possible. Again, the lowest, here comes another Nehruism, the lowest vibration that you can be in is a marriage, 2.5 children, a white picket fence, and a dog. That is the lowest success vibration you could be in, or purpose vibration you could be in. That is the lowest. That is the garbage of purposes. That is the garbage of purposes. Okay? Again, not to say those things are bad, but as divinely appointed. Okay? Not just go out there and randomly pick somebody that you think is cute or you think is handsome and has a nice job or has a wealthy family or supplies you with the drugs you need or what. No. That is the garbage heap of purposes, is to be in that simplistic type of mindset. You are far greater than that. Your life is far more valuable than that. Okay, 740 on the timer, breaks down to a 74, that's an 11. Okay? Instead of criticizing your past mistakes or feeling weighed down by traumas, you can approach the world anew through the scope of your auric energy. The things you may have thought were weaknesses could actually be untapped auric superpowers. Okay, or those things that you try to hide from others. Okay, so again, a simplistic thing. You could want to be an artist or be a creator of some sort and not an attorney or not a doctor. Okay? But because of societal norms and you are forced to get a job that pays well by your parents, by your professor, by your teacher, by your whoever, you forsook the creative nature of you, so you forsook the sacral energy, okay, creative sacral energy part of you, and you pursued something that in man's eyes was going to yield you a great benefit or a great harvest. When in actuality, that could be the very thing that you need to put down so that you can experience the abundance that really truly is yours according to your Akashic records. Okay? The insecurities that held you back from embracing who you are can be worked with rather than ignored. The rest you need to restore your mind can be claimed. There is power in you. It's simply waiting to be seen for what it is and celebrated instead of being shrugged off or compartmentalized. In this chapter, you'll be able to turn what you may have previously labeled as faults and imperfections into tools for wellness and personal growth. Okay? What your aura says about you. Each aura has unique needs for nurturing their mental health and well-being. Okay? And so we're going to do the red, blue, yellow, and yeah, maybe we'll stop there. We'll see. Red auras. Red auras enjoy being in control, and at those times when control is taken away in life, they react in extreme emotion. Without the self-awareness needed to understand the true underlying causes of their heightened feelings, they can instead find ways to react to ways to react that drive others away. They may unhealthily demonstrate their rage or attempt to control other environments that don't suit them. Red auras can be very insecure about their ability to lead, and when they don't feel they are at a place in life that has an appropriate climate to do so, they will take it as a deep-seated failure of their character. Red auras can become fixated on a point, ranting and raving unnecessarily in a situation that requires logic and justice, especially when feeling they are not heard. When imbalanced, red auras can be perceived as high-risk friends or partners, angry and caustic. They can see any offer of assistance as an insult, or any critique feels like rubbing salt in their already sore ego wounds. Deep down, they will reject the love and acceptance they don't feel they deserve because of their inability to create what they desire. That is, places for people to be protected and heard. Okay, and so this was part of my dark night of the soul journey, especially the part where I was rejecting love. I was refusing love. I was not considering another love relationship, and that's a personal love relationship. In fact, I was against another love relationship. Okay, I was against getting married for what is going to be the third and final time when that happens. But I was against all of that. Okay, I was dead set on, and that's important to remember, dead set. I was dead set on remaining single, living a very isolated life, writing books, and sharing on this channel or whatever else, okay, with my face, my appearance, not being a part of the program, not being a part of it, not being out there in public, just living my isolated life with me, my 5 dogs, okay, a Cane Corso, maybe 2, a Borbal, a Bull Mastiff, okay, a giant Schnauzer, right, just living me in my own little world, and me just spitting out stuff from some place off in the distance in the mountains somewhere. Okay, that was the life that I was angrily trying to create for myself, but it wasn't the purpose. Okay, it wasn't the purpose. Okay. Where are we at here with deep down? Okay. A mindful red aura understands that control is something that must be first enacted within. Finding ways to create this feeling in themselves is a healthy first step in replicating it in their outside environments. Okay, so what had to happen? How did I heal myself? Oh, by the way, one of the questions that I got when I got a song download, Trisha Yearwood today. I'm gonna marry that boy. Go listen to that song. Okay, this is, I didn't know this, Okay, but when I got in and I was doing the ancient book of Jubilees reading, I asked at the beginning of that recording today, I asked, what is the year of wood? And this 2024 is the year of wood. So Trisha Yearwood wrote that song that I got that download for today. Okay. And so again, go listen to that song. It talks about a marriage and how this is my perception and download of it. Divine masculines, divine feminines. We will often, there's something about Brazil. Okay. Again, I'm learning Portuguese. Okay. Again, I want to speak 5 languages fluently before the end of my days here. And so there's something about many of the divine masculine, divine feminine unions having to tear ourselves away because the divine masculines have gone through many of the same things that the divine feminine has. Okay, they've had to overcome, they've had to do their shadow work, they've had to go through the dark night of the soul, they've had to go through spiritual awakenings and ascensions, and to meet you on this esoteric plane that you are divine feminine. Okay, and again, the divine feminine brings the spiritual heap, the spiritual abundance to the table. And the divine masculine, doesn't matter if you're male or female, it has nothing to do with a dick or a vagina. The divine masculine is the one who brings this natural wealth to the table. Okay? 8:33 and it's 80 degrees. Okay? So understand that divine masculines, that the divine feminines are going through the same journey that you have had to go through. So think about what it took for you to get through your journey. Again, your dark night of the soul, your ascensions, your removing yourself, removing karmic family members, karmic companions, karmic whatever. You were in occupations that did not serve you well. You were catering. You were catering to people who did not deserve it. You were overgiving. They abused your unconditional love. All of those things, the divine masculine also had to heal. Okay? So be patient with them, as High's Divine White Light has been patient with us. So blue auras. Blue auras enjoy being needed and will find places in their lives and relationships to act out this desire. The true motivation of the blue aura is to receive a feeling of light from the person they assist, a feeling that they are connecting and understanding. That says the book doesn't say understanding, I said understanding. Are connecting with and something greater than all of us. There's nothing greater than all of us. The need to be seen and unconditionally loved as is. When a blue aura believes they found this feeling in another, they receive their energetic compensation. A blue aura who is imbalanced, however, may notice that their intrinsic, shadows now with the sun rising, the intrinsic need to help others is not always reciprocated. Sometimes that was one thing that got me, okay? When I realized that the unconditional love that I was giving was not being reciprocated, that infuriated me. Thanks, Mercury retrograde, for tangling all the words. That infuriated me, okay? Sometimes blue auras who are in this unaware state seek people and environments that purposely shut them out, devalue them, and make them feel invisible. As a result, the blue aura may begin to feel victimized, stuck in a never-ending cycle of give without a way out. And again, I was in that way unaware until my third eye. I started meditating in 2021 and my third eye was beginning to open. Then I began to see through the glass clearly. Okay? So between the book of Genesis and Revelation, when it talks about now do we see dark, now do we see through the glass dimly, or now do however that goes, Alexa, what's the scripture that talks about seeing through the glass dimly?
From workerstogetherwithhim.org. 1 Corinthians 13:12. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known.
Okay. So 1 Corinthians 13:12. So there might be something about a countdown. 13:12. Okay, 11, 10, 9. Right? So that scripture speaks of, to me, today, that scripture speaks of an esoteric knowing. So today, I see clearly. Okay? I get downloads every day, multiple downloads every day, dreams, visions, and things happening in the natural world that are signs and wonders to me that let me know that I see clearly. So this is not a in the here, in the by and by, when I get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. No, that's not that. We're talking about right here, right now, being aware of your highest, purest, truest self. Okay? That is what this is about. But that can only be done through your third eye and not through your iris and your pupil that are on either side of your nose. Okay? All right. Blue auras, they outsource their joy and satisfaction only to benefit others' feelings, always needing more to feed their own self-worth. An awakened blue aura will understand that the love you give to others doesn't always have to be expressly acknowledged or returned, but it does have to be put in places where, in some way, that feeling of light will carry on. Okay? So, again, let me use this example. So I am a very courteous person, and I love chivalry. Okay? Allow me to open the door for you. Okay? Right? Allow me to do this for you. Allow me to do that for you. Okay? Right? Allow me to rub your feet today. Okay? I am a very chivalry is very much alive through me. Okay? I love that type of, I just do. I love that type of energy. Okay? So I hold the door open for people often. And if they walk past me, again, as I've said, and they don't say thank you, I will verbally say, you're welcome, and I will say it loud enough for them to acknowledge it. You're welcome. And sometimes they don't say anything. Sometimes they just look at me. Okay? Right? And I'm like, okay, well, that's your energy. You're ungrateful. You're caught up in your 3D matrix has you so far in the muck and mire, you don't even recognize a loving courtesy when it happens. Even that simplistic of a loving gesture, they don't even acknowledge because they're so caught up in their woo-woo world. Okay? So understand that although that person did not acknowledge me, Illinois Sheriff, something about the Sonia Macy shooting. The Illinois Sheriff retires in wake of that. And so, again, systemic racism, right? Systemic racism. That sheriff or that deputy, whoever that guy was, who shot her and unalived that spirit being, okay, in the natural, whoever did that to Sonia, that individual had a track record of being an evil, manipulating bully. But he kept getting passed from one police department to the next police department to the next police department to the next police department until, again, because his bullying wasn't checked, there was no accountability. They just passed him off to the next unit, okay, next district, next town, whatever. Because that wasn't dealt with, there was no accountability. A life was ended. A divine being's life was ended on this earth. We're all divine, okay? A divine being's life was ended on this earth because that police officer was not held accountable. A former police officer was not held accountable. Okay? I'm hearing that was blatant. That one was blatant. That's what I'm hearing. That one was blatant. I didn't even see the video, but that one was blatant. 25 minutes on the timer exactly. That's a 7. Okay? That one was blatant. Okay. Giving to the right people creates the right feelings for the blue aura to continue their compassionate pursuits. Okay, again, understanding what fertile ground is and what is not. Okay? Don't just give like I was. Don't just give with the naivete that everyone is going to receive and reciprocate or even appreciate. Receive or reciprocate or appreciate the love that you are giving. Understand that there are literal people, beings, spiritual beings here who are possessed by evil demons, okay, and dark spirits that you should not be giving to. Understand that. Again, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and spiritual darkness and wickedness of this world. That is he who was casted out. That is he who was casted out. The Lucifer, the Satan, the devil, the Jezebel, the Lilith spirit. Okay, the Beliar, the Apophis, the Apep. You hear me say these all the time. Okay? These are the spirits that we really truly wrestle against. So why has life been so difficult? Because without acknowledging these spirits that we wrestle against, you cannot defeat the enemy. Again, it's not Jim, John, Jane, Joan, Marie, Mary, Michelle, Ashley, William. It's not them. It's the evil spirit that has overtaken them that you are wrestling against. Okay? And lastly, we'll finish up with the yellow aura for today. The ability to catch a flaw and fix it is the yellow aura specialty. This perceptive skill, however, can be turned inward on their own self-talk and subconscious self-beliefs. Since yellow auras are naturally driven towards states of perfection, they can be unnecessarily self-critical. I'm guilty. Yellow auras have an eye for detail not only in their environments but also in their own processes, bodies, and personal choices, making it almost impossible to ignore or postpone self-improvement. And again, at 49, I still do some type of exercise, some type of strenuous exercise, okay, to maintain whatever muscle, whatever I have, or perhaps to help improve upon some things, right? Even in this physical body. I do that with this physical body nearly every single day, okay? I do it for the spiritual I am, okay, for the truth of I am, every day through meditation, through consideration, okay, through recognizing and communicating with my spirit guides, my archangels, my ancestors with highest divine white light, and our conversations and our interactions and our love language, okay? I do that every single day. Soul Tribe Collective, you do this every single day. And for those of you who are not, please institute a routine of time on the daily 24-hour basis with your divine units, with your divine guides, please, okay? Because they are here to help you. They see things and they go into places that you will never be, okay? Because obviously they can travel more fluidly than you and I can, okay? Because we are trapped in a flesh body, all right? While yellow auras take on projects that most people find daunting or tedious, they can have a harder time turning that approach inward. A person's own mindsets, traumas, and healing are not as easy to fix as organizing a pantry or balancing a checkbook, as they take appropriate time and evolve at their own pace. Okay, so don't be someone who, I'm looking at a picture of Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan. So someone's name be Ronald or Nancy, or Nancy, or something about Reagan. Okay, there's a Ronald Reagan Boulevard that runs through Seminole County, Sanford Lake Mary area. That was a hub for, in fact, the Rock of Central Florida. When I was sent there from the military, I was sent there from the desert, from Arizona, which is where I am again, sent there in 2000. I was made aware of them spiritually in 2002, but physically got there in 2003 after exiting the military. They were on the corner of 1792 and Lake Mary Boulevard, which Lake Mary Boulevard turns into Ronald or intersects with Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Okay, so Nancy, Ronald, Ron might be significant for your journey. Yellow auras are notoriously impatient. Yeah, I'm guilty. And instead of giving due grace to their own timelines for healing and growth, they attempt to speed things up with caustic self-talk. Since they are often seen as inordinately capable beings, they also aren't given the emotional checks others seem to give one another. This can reinforce the negative inner dialogue and belief that they are supposed to be stronger, faster, and more durable than anyone else. I sense that about myself. I will say that. I don't walk around with a get away from me or I don't need anybody type of mentality. I don't do that. Again, through my dark night of the soul, I was dealing with that because that was a part of me that was needing to be healed. Okay, the overgiving needed to be healed. So the other side of the overgiving is I don't need anyone. That is the 180 from overgiving, is I don't need anyone. Okay, so but generally, I don't function that way on a daily basis in my North Node. Okay. Negative dialogue. Okay, fast. The yellow aura must give themselves over to self-care, yes, and see it as a wonderful process that moves at its own pace. The mental wellness journey itself dictates what it needs as it goes along, and the yellow aura will learn to find comfort in its unique timeline. And so one of the things that I've done, we'll end it there, at 3330, 3330. Okay, I'm feeling like we should pull some angel numbers. 333. Again, I'm not the only one born on the 333rd day of the year. I just choose to capitalize on it. Okay, no matter what day you were birthed on, I hope you choose to capitalize on it, and I hope you've done your birth chart work and know what's what about you. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just pull some. I'm feeling just angel number cards. Okay, so let's just pull a couple of angel number cards. Thank you, by the way, for tuning in again, Soul Tribe Collective. Happy Sabbath to you. I hope you are doing well. I hope again. Lionsgate portal energy remains until 9/11 this year. On the bottom of the deck is 777 for good luck. Okay. Getting confirmation verbs back to back. Okay. So let's go ahead and get 3 angel numbers. Thank you, Highest Divine White Light, for this day once again. Thank you for Ra, both Sirius and or Isis and Ra, Amun Ra. Thank you for your esoteric downloads, your guidance. Thank you for all that you do. There's something about Asia. I know someone whose name is Asia. She's a young lady today. I met her when she was a child. Her mother's name is Erica, and her father's name is... I don't remember. But she is my daughter's cousin, or one of my daughter's cousins. I have 2 daughters who are in their 20s. All right, so let's go ahead and see. That might have been 4 shuffles. I wasn't paying attention. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Thank you once again, Highest Divine White Light, for all that you do for us. Thank you, esoteric extraterrestrials. Thank you so much for your communication with the Divine Collective. As you mother us and we mother the earth, is what I'm getting. You mother us and we mother the earth. So let's go. Let's take a look and see what we have for today. Okay, angel numbers. 2424, good times. Doom, 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 doom. Who sings that? Cheek or Chic, however it's pronounced, the group is pronounced CHIC. These are the good times. Leave the world behind. Okay, good times. Leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, happiness. Yes, please, I accept all. Absolutely, I accept all. I am ready for a vacation. I am ready to relax. I am ready to... what a journey. I am ready. I am ready. Okay? All right. So it says, you are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Yeah, okay. And that might be esoteric family for many of us. I don't know about the biological family. Many of us have been exiled from those families. Okay? Black sheep. Many people are rooting for you. I do believe that. Yes, many are rooting for us now. Those who were against us in some cases are now rooting for us because they see the light and they see the truth that we walk in. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. Okay? Put a little love in your heart. Okay? Next, we have 0404, slow down. Okay, again, we were talking about the yellow aura's tendency to want to move fast. Slow down. Balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warnings. This is all a lot to deal with the karmic energy and what they're going through. Okay? So there are authorities, ancestors that are creating restlessness in the low vibration energies. Okay? Because there was a power struggle and they are now being forced to balance their energy, or okay, and they've been warned, or condemnation, damnation, cursing of bloodlines, okay, unaliving of people, okay, unaliving of people. So, the card's backwards. So what does this say? Pay attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Okay? So, lastly, we have angel number 101. Spiritual awakening. Talk about it. New beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and healing in the right direction. Is that head? That says healing or heading. I said healing. Heading in the right direction, healing in the right direction. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. Okay? So thankfully, whatever spiritual awakening, I just saw a car that was just stopped 2 houses down on this same side of the street, and it was just parked there. And as soon as I got done reading that, it pulled away. And it was there for 2 or 3 minutes probably. Okay, it was a gray Nissan Altima. Authorities who listen to my channel. Okay. So we have 11, 44, and 24, or 2424, okay, as our angel numbers today. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. My name is Nehru. This is Esoteric Guidance, sending great love and a collective hug to you, and wanting you to know, letting you know that there is a way out. There is a way out of the matrix. There is a way out of the plunder. There is a way out of the sarcasm of life. There is a way out, okay, into sanctification. There is a way out of the mourning. There is a way out of the mourning. There is a way out of the mourning. But you have to be willing to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work, then it will not work. Life will not work for you. Okay? So thank you so much as always for tuning in, and be encouraged.